Hey guys, Doc from 7th Hour Films back again with The Witcher. Last time on The Witcher we had Rare Species, where Geralt and Jaskier were recruited to help take down a dragon as a part of a team who was also competing with 3 other teams. One of those teams including Yennefer, of all people. And so they all went to slay the dragon. Hijinks ensued along the way. We learned that there has been a relationship between Geralt and Yennefer for a long time, and could be because of Geralt's wish to the Djinn, maybe, sort of, yeah. They still don't really say what the wish was, but so it's sort of left open to interpretation, which I do kind of like. But there's something, and they end up not killing the dragon and instead protecting the dragon egg. And then the dude, who was also a dragon, was like, yo, homegirl is not going to get her womb back, and homeboy is not going to get homegirl. So, yeah. We are moving on into the penultimate episode of the season, which is pretty interesting. Also, some stuff happened with Ciri, but yeah. We'll see. We'll see if maybe we can finally converge all of the plot lines. We will definitely just have to see. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and get right into this episode of The Witcher. Here we go. Jeez. Holy crap. A lot of men out there.
Out of nowhere you sent word to meet you. All this time I thought you were dead.
I told you last time I was in Cintra that I wasn't coming back.
Oh, is that the Doppler?
You are.
I mean, it has to be, obviously.
You've
Wait.
come for your child of surprise.
I mean, I guess not.
Princess Cirilla has been raised by Calanthe since her parents died. Bavetta and Dooney's ship was lost at sea. Have you been hiding your head in the sand?
That's what happened to them.
Why now?
Is that legit Mousak then?
I saw an army making camp at the Emerald Pass. A sea of black and gold.
Nilfgaard is set on sweeping the continent, but since that night at Bavetta's banquet, the Queen's done everything she can to keep her family safe from threats. Shut the walls.
So this is
The gates.
this is caught up to the first episode then.
Do something!
This is on your queen.
Both die!
I mean,
Destiny.
Mousak won't die. Oh! Nice, he got him out. Wow, that was really cool, actually. Okay, so he's caught up to episode 1. That's good, at least.
Why would I give my only heir to someone who never cared enough to come back for her? Move along, Witcher, and pay whatever you want.
I can't be bored.
Things have changed for him.
You should give her to me. Call it destiny, security, what larger force is at work. I don't care. I will take her, protect her,
Interesting.
and bring her back unharmed. I promise you that.
Ciri is all I have left of my daughter.
But he doesn't do that.
Ciri,
And then we'll make room on Clip and Clop and be home by dark. We don't have much. We've got a sight more than you do. Roof, food, space on the floor to sleep.
Sounds
And
luxurious.
what's happening on this continent?
Makes a good point. She is untrusting of everyone, though. Oh, yeet. She just yeeted away with that horse.
I need you to be brave now, because who are you?
The Lion Cub of Cintra.
Something's wrong here. Is that? That's not, is it? The hair's different.
Pleased to meet you, Princess.
Welp. So this must tie into the whole, you don't know what she is. Clearly I don't. Clearly we don't know who we've been following for 7 episodes.
Your Highness.
Oh.
Let's have those muttons.
It's a trick, and that's from episode 1.
She needs family. You know nothing about that. Your own mother cared so little she discarded you.
Damn.
You lecture me on a mother's love, yet offer up someone else's daughter.
Ooh, shit.
If I hear Ciri's in danger, you know I can't do that.
Really?
I know.
Okay, so then, when Calanthe realizes she done fucked up, that's when she sends Ciri to Geralt. Gotcha. Oh hey, it's Dude Bro.
Hello, Yennefer.
Been a long time. Istredd, right?
Sometimes boring is better.
No, it's not.
Yeah, you can't get her on that.
Come on.
She is so happy not to be a part of your life.
Because I may be missing you.
Oh, really?
I spent years waiting for this moment where you realize we're meant for each other.
Yeah.
A Stregobor of all people snapped me out of it.
Uh-oh.
Forget about the girl, get back to work, and the work saved me. You went after the thing you loved. I'm sorry you chose power.
This is not working out.
At least you kept your eyes.
Damn. That is a fucking rejection right there.
But we don't have much time.
Who the fuck are you?
I'm Vilgefortz of Roggeveen.
Gesundheit. What?
Why are you whispering? To say or ask for me?
She said you're the best student she ever taught.
Aww. Oh my gosh. She's going back. This guy knows how to inflate her ego.
I told you that she said you were her best student.
Huh.
I'm the one that wants you here.
Great
It
job.
took 5 minutes for the lies to start. Why
Yeah.
did I expect anything else from a place held together by bullshit?
Great job. You gotta keep her ego up.
You're losing it. You're losing
What the hell's going on in here?
We were studying botany.
Okay.
If I gave lectures to Reese your pitiful excuse about that pitiful plant, I'd be gone by nightfall.
Oh. Oh, that wasn't just her remembering. That was just...
Fuck that old bag.
Tuh.
Who wants to know what those herbs are really good for?
Getting high.
You'll see colors like never before.
The ceiling's melting.
No? The herbs are working.
Well, I don't feel...
What was I saying?
Damn, Yennefer, you're getting them high.
The ability to create life? They take that from you.
We're leaving. Come on.
Lesson's not over yet.
Just because you fucked it up doesn't mean we will.
You,
Come on.
with all the magical talent of shoe leather,
Tuh. Yeah.
you'll have a home here forever. Glycella. With my sisters who never ascended.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, it wasn't everyone. Some people turned into eels, man.
I don't care what you do, but remember this. Even if you do everything right, follow their rules, that's still no guarantee you'll get what you want.
Yeah.
Back to your rooms, girls.
Huh. You could honestly say Yennefer got lucky.
You ruined one life. Stop there.
Shit.
An emergency conclave of the Northern Mages. Nilfgaard took Marnadal.
What?
They're attacking Cintra.
Oh god. It's episode 1.
Against Nilfgaard.
Our fight is with Cintra, and only Cintra.
Oh shit. Girl.
Nilfgaard. We know what it's like to have corrupt leaders. But under our new leader, Emperor Mir, we've
Emperor.
changed.
Whoa.
Most of us came from Aretuza and Banard. We've simply charted a different path, guided by the White Flame. That
The
makes us
White
cousins. We know that if we take Cintra, we have a chance of saving it.
Yes, if there are no Cintrans left.
Enough of this tiring debate.
Huh.
Cintra's a lost cause. Let them reap what they sow. I say we
So Cintra just took Geralt.
Yennefer and Vangerberg is the one that I have to thank for my posting.
Tuh.
If she'd taken it, I wouldn't be where I am today. Neither would Nilfgaard.
If only Yennefer had gone to Nilfgaard. With her at the helm, they'd still be a shitty backwater.
You're right. Instead, I went to a prized kingdom and did fuck all for decades. Just as you taught us. Helped murderers.
We have called them a lost cause for years. But we stopped trying too.
Yeah.
And it is time now that we risk not only our lives, but our pride.
Oh, shit.
And try again.
Damn. Alright. They are a force to be reckoned with, those two.
All those in favor of letting Cintra continue their proud tradition of fending for themselves. There you have it.
We knew it had to happen.
That's why Vilgefortz and I and some others are going to fight.
Ooh. Go fight in secret.
Join us.
Did you hear a word I just said?
Duh. Yeah.
Why would I protect this?
If you will not do it for the Brotherhood, then do it for me.
Does that help the case?
Please.
She is...
Have you ever used that word before?
Huh. She's desperate. Oh my gosh! Meanwhile...
Nilfgaardians will breach the castle gates.
Oh my god, we're back! He left. Oh! I can't believe he's been there this whole time. But Ciri has to get away from here. You know, the events of the previous 6 episodes.
I love you.
Aww.
Find Geralt of Rivia.
God, this hits so much harder now. And here she goes. Damn. She was right there. Huh. Yeah, that's shocking.
I should have traded that ring for food.
Hmm.
The right club. Or are you Clip? God, what kind of crazy person talks to a horse?
Oh, you'd be surprised. How long has it been for Ciri? Like, a week? Maybe a few? Oh god, multiples.
It's alright, we're Cintrans.
You know I don't trust you.
Anton! Stop that, Anton! Please, stop it!
Don't give the orders anymore, Princess.
They're rogue.
Rumor is Nilfgaard's looking for you. I'm willing to pay a barrel of oils, too.
Sorry for what happened!
You really trust that? What? What? What's going on? Did she just enter warrior mode or something?
I say unto you,
The era of the sword and the axe is nigh. The era of the wolf's blizzard. The time of the white chill and the white light is nigh. The time of madness and the time of contempt.
Is she the White Flame? What? I don't know. That happened. Alrighty, that is the penultimate episode. Confused. Ciri, we'll just put WF and a question mark. Maybe she's the White Flame. Maybe that's why they want to find her, because they love the White Flame, and she, either that or like, the only other thing I could think of is like, this just popped into my head now, because their whole thing, I guess, is the White Flame, and I guess that's their religion. You know, they've said before that the Nilfgaardians are religious zealots. Maybe Ciri is like the demon. Like, in their religion, she's like the demon of their religion. Like, she's the opposite of the White Flame or whatever. And that literally just popped into my head. You know, maybe that's it. Maybe that's why they want to take her, you know? Like, maybe in their religion, like, they have, you know, some sort of satanic figure, and maybe they think that it's Ciri. I don't know, though. I do not know. I do not know what's happening. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. The plot lines have basically converged. Sort of. Almost. They've converged back to episode 1. Which, you know, good on the editors. Good on the editors for, you know, or the editors or the script writer, you know, whoever. I mean, obviously, it was written in the script this way, but you know what I mean, like, the creators, I guess. Great job with the whole, you know, just with the timelines, you know, because you could watch, you know, just Geralt's timeline going through, and then you get to here. You watch Yennefer's timeline, and then get to here. And then the two of them, you know, they kind of like, you know, they do overlap in some instances, but not always. And then but throughout all of this, you've technically been showing after, you know, yeah, you've been showing with Ciri what happens after episode 7 occurs, you know? But you started her storyline in season 1. Like, it's really clever. I like that. Now we're caught up, and hell, now Queen Calanthe's death means a lot more to me. Like, when she dies, I'm like, aw, man, Queen Calanthe, I liked her, you know? Because that's the thing, is that, you know, beforehand, it was just like, well, you know, this is happening, and I was like, okay, how does this, like, I guess this is just happening, and next episode, Geralt will go find Ciri, and then you learn about the timelines and everything like that, and then you're like, oh, okay. And it's like, you just keep watching, you know, these small things happen for Ciri, but that's just to get to know Ciri before Geralt shows up, you know? Like, oh, okay then. So, yeah, we are, at the very least, Geralt and Yennefer are caught up to the first episode, which is cool. So I can only assume next episode is, at the very least, Geralt finding Ciri. And then, who knows, maybe the two of them can meet back up with Yennefer. And we've got our main character trio, finally. And then, bringing Jaskier, I guess. Like, he wasn't in this episode, which was crazy. Yeah, that... interesting. They definitely got me in a couple places, too. This episode definitely got me in a couple places. Oh man, I just noticed this episode is called Before a Fall, and this is what happened before Nilfgaard, Cintra fell. I said Nilfgaard, and then I was like, wait, but no, Cintra fell, and I was trying to think of a way to make it sound like Nilfgaard did. It's like, whatever, let me just start over. Cintra fell, but also the fall quite literally also of Queen Calanthe. So, man, oh man, this is crazy, man. But yeah, we've caught up to episode 1. We caught up to episode 1, which is just awesome, you know? Like, that is just so cool that finally Geralt and Yennefer have caught up to the first episode. And it's been decades for them, you know? It's been so long for them. Even Jaskier, even though he wasn't there the whole time, for him it's probably been, I would wager to say maybe 15 to 20 years for Jaskier, you know, since he's known Geralt. So I hope he's still alive at this point, you know, because it's not like he has the, you know, anti-aging magic of Geralt and Yennefer. So, oh my gosh, this is so crazy. I'm so glad, you know, I'm so glad we finally caught up, because I've been asking for so long. It's like, okay, now are they caught up? Now, maybe not. And then finally, this episode, yes, not only are we caught up, Geralt was there. He was there at the fall of Cintra. And Yennefer is on her way too, to go fight Nilfgaard. It is crazy. I love it. So the first two things I wrote down kind of go hand in hand. We have protect Ciri. So I like that Geralt was actually like, hey, let me protect her, you know? You know, she's my child surprise. I will be, you know, her guardian, you know, in case Cintra falls. And, you know, obviously, Queen Calanthe didn't like the law of surprise last time this happened. You know, you want to do this again? So there is that. But yeah, I do like how Geralt is actually, like, he wants to protect her, like, legitimately. Like, you could honestly say, like, okay, maybe after the last couple episodes, like, you know, with everything that was happening with Yennefer, yeah, maybe he does, you know? Now he legitimately wants to protect Ciri, so I like that. And then I also wrote down not Ciri, which, yeah, that's the interesting thing. That they also brought in not Ciri, which that confused me for a little bit. I was like, wait a minute, but they don't have, like, you know, they don't have, like, Geralt and Ciri don't meet. And I was like, what is happening? And then as soon as the other girl turned around, I was like, oh my gosh, that's not Ciri. And I was like, oh, what is this big thing? Maybe this is Ciri's a clone or something. No, it's just that, oh, that's someone who they had posing as Ciri, but Geralt figured it out. I was like, oh, okay, that's not as big as I thought that was actually supposed to be. So that's at least good. Like, we didn't hang around that too long. But man, Queen Calanthe fucking with Destiny. Queen Calanthe hates Destiny with a burning friggin' passion, you know? And every time she goes against Destiny, Destiny has to come back and slap her fucking face. And everyone around her is like, look, girl, Destiny slapped you. Are you gonna do this again? Because Destiny's gonna slap you again. Why are you this friggin'? She is so stubborn. And I like that. You know, it's interesting. I like that with Queen Calanthe, you know? Makes everything interesting. She's a really, you know, interesting character, but she is so friggin' stubborn. And every time she screws with Destiny, Destiny has to come in and slap her. And it happened again when she locked up Geralt and was like, oh, well, you're not gonna be the protector, you're not gonna claim the law of surprise. Here comes Destiny with its big, you know, with the palm of Nilfgaard coming in to slap her. And it's like, God damn it. Stop being slapped by Destiny. You know how to not be slapped by Destiny. It's you and only you that gets slapped by Destiny. You know? Oh my gosh. Anyway. So yeah, that was interesting, you know, with the whole not Ciri thing. It got me for a little bit. I was like, what is there something, are you trying to say? Was this the original Ciri? And it's like, no, it's just a look-alike so that they can get Geralt to leave, you know? So, anyway. Oh, God. We had Istredd It was kind of cool seeing him again, I have to say. Yeah. I guess we haven't seen him since, like, at least episode 3, I would say. So that feels like it's been forever, And I know, we're taking these at one a week, and I think we had a 1 week break in the middle of The Witcher. So it's been quite a while, honestly, since we've seen Istredd. So it was nice to see him again. But yeah, and I liked him saying, like, oh well, I had to go into my work, I had to let go of distractions. Stregobor, Tom, it's like, oh, god damn it, this, I don't know, it's like, on the one hand, it's like, on the one hand, he kind of has a point, like, he wanted to have a life with, Yennefer, and she denied him at, like, every opportunity, And suddenly, here she comes. She comes back here, and she's like, oh, well, let's, maybe we could do that, And he's like, you know what? No, I'm out. I'm just gonna go look at my friggin' rocks and be happy. And it is a part of me that's kind of like, good for him. She's not really that good for you, man. So, I don't know. It's just kind of interesting. It's like, and especially because, like, there's only one person that she deserves, and it's probably Geralt. It's like, the two of them kind of deserve each other, honestly. So yeah. On the one hand, it's like, good on Istredd for, moving on from her, who, pretty much for, like, decades has just shunned him, and suddenly she wants to come back to him, and it's like, nope. But yeah, so I like that, at least. We had the return to Aretuza, which was pretty cool. Aretuza? They might say Aretuza. Yeah. But we had that, which was pretty cool. It was good seeing Tissaia again. And man, Tissaia, I do like, when the one guy's like, oh, well, Tissaia said you were her best student she ever taught. And it's like, wow. First off, that's a great way of inflating Yennefer's ego. But at the same time, it's like, man, because we know how their relationship started. We know everything that happened in episode 2. So the fact that she's like, oh, no, Yennefer, that's my best student, But it honestly just shows, with everything, it basically shows that Tissaia did a lot of tough love with Yennefer. Like, all of it. And that's all being remembered by Yennefer when she's back at Aretuza. But that tough love really paid off, It's like, it's basically like, Tissaia was tough on everyone. But of everyone, Yennefer was the one who actually took it and built from it. And, became as good as she is because of it, Which is honestly what Tissaia is supposed to do, That's her whole thing. That's what she does. It's just that, yeah, Yennefer is the only one who really, like, really came out of it, better than anyone else. So, yeah. Suddenly I got really thirsty, so holy crap. I did write down regrets. So that was also kind of funny that well, when she starts going back to her room and she starts, like, getting these, like, memories of, her time with Tissaia, and it's like, oh, that's just, it's all, in her head. She's thinking that. It's like, and then she goes in and it's like, what the hell are you guys doing with these plants? I'm losing my mind out there. It's like, oh, okay. The reason all that was coming to her was because she was, like, getting a contact high or a secondhand high. Clearly I've done drugs. Clearly I know my druggy terminology. You'd think I'd be better after watching Breaking Bad, but no, they don't teach you shit. They just show you what it looks like to make drugs, and even then, they don't teach you the process, man. Anyway, but yeah, it's like she's getting, like, a secondary high off of, these girls, which is pretty crazy. And then she just gets them straight high. Like, she gets all of them, like, straight high, which is hilarious, And I love her, like, it's almost like, the alumni, or the alumni coming back to high school and being like, oh, this is how, This is where I am. This is how good I am. Or in her case, yeah, this is where I am. This place fucking sucks and I hate being back here. You know what? Let's go get high. Well, Yennefer didn't get high, but they got high. So that was honestly just like really funny. And then she starts talking about her regrets and stuff. And I don't blame them for being like, girl, that sounds like it's a lot of your fault, It's like you're trying to convince us this place sucks and stuff. It's like I kind of got that, when they're like, oh well, you can't put this on Aretuza just because you failed. And then Yennefer is just like, the fuck are you saying to me? Excuse me? But she had the great point of it's like I failed. Like, oh no, I was the successful one. Like, that's the thing. I was one of the successful ones. If you're not successful and, she's throwing shade at them, it's like, yeah, you guys suck. You know what you're going to be? Eels. Come look at my eel friends. This will be you. Look at them. There's that eel friend I used to know. There's another person I used to know. Guess what? They are eels. Are you going to be eels? Probably, because y'all suck at magic. So... that was honestly hilarious when she's just giving them crap. Like, y'all about to be turned into eels. Like, I hope you realize that. And then Tissaia shows up and is like, would you stop frightening them and saying they're going to turn into eels? Well, I love her line. Just in one line, all she says is, you've already ruined one life. Stop there. And it's like, oh, shit. I do love Tissaia still commands some authority, Even if Yennefer is totally in her I don't give a fuck mood, Tissaia still commands some pretty strong authority, so I like that. And then we got everything with Nilfgaard and how the mages of the north, they want to take on Nilfgaard, which is interesting, and I'd like that they say, it's like, look, we're not doing this for Cintra. We don't really want to save Cintra. They kind of suck. And wow, do they ever, with everything we've seen of Cintra. It's like, look, Cintra sucks, but we can't, if Cintra falls, then Nilfgaard's coming after everyone, But then you get Fringilla in there, and I finally learned her name, Fringilla. We'll see if that holds for next episode. We got Fringilla coming in and be like, yo, we just want to take down Cintra. We're not going to take down everyone. I mean, look, we're all chilling out with our new emperor, and we're being taught by the White Flame. We're not going to try to kill all of you. And it was like, you sure? You sure about that? I don't know if you're sure about that. I don't know. But, I mean, it did work on, like, Stregobor and Fringilla's uncle, so... yeah, the mages are not going to be going and helping Cintra, so that sucks. And man, I do want to know what this white flame is. That seems important. That seems like some sort of, Azor Ahai or whatever from Game of Thrones. Like, this is something important. Like, the Lord of Light is here for them. And it's like, what is the white flame? I must know. Now, I will wait again. I know we're 7 episodes into this, but I feel like I have to say this again. I'm going to wait for the show to tell me. No one give me lore about what the White Flame is in the books. But I do have my theory right now that Ciri is either the White Flame, or in the religion of the White Flame, she's the Satan of the religion. That's the only thing I could think of. That, like, oh, her power is associated with some sort of demon, and that's why Nilfgaard wants to take her. Either that, or she is the White Flame. But I don't know. We'll have to see. It's also interesting that, they say again, it's like, well, if Yennefer had gone to Nilfgaard, none of this would happen. Nilfgaard would just be some shitty backwater, like it was. It's because of Fringilla that they're that insane. And Fringilla has definitely drunk the Kool-Aid, Like, it is pretty crazy. But yeah. And we also got that Tissaia and a couple of the other mages are actually going to go fight, despite the chapter not wanting to fight as the chapter. They are going to form a small group and go help and see what they can do. And I would imagine that's how Yennefer is also going to converge on the plot with Geralt and Ciri. And hopefully this is all next episode, you know? So we'll have to see. But yeah, then we had Convergence, where, man, that is so crazy that this battle that we saw in the first episode, Geralt was there the whole time. Even the scene with, you know, it kind of makes me want to go back and look, like, in episode 1, you know, when Ciri is, like, with her friends and they're, like, playing the game. Like, I want to, like, see, like, did they actually show that shot of her, like, looking over and not seeing anything? You know, because now we know that's where Geralt was, and then he disappeared. So, man, that is so crazy. I bet they showed that exact shot, just without the first shot of showing Geralt in that doorway looking at her, you know? So, that is pretty crazy that Geralt was there the whole time. And it's like maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks later when, I'm going to say maybe like 2 to 3, maybe a month later, basically. I'd say it's been about a month for Ciri since the fall of Cintra. So, yeah. And then, yeah, we had her with her powers and her using weird demonic... That's the other thing, too. It's like this demonic voice. But I don't know. I don't remember if, like... It sounded like, you know, maybe it was... It sounded like maybe it was Fringilla's voice. Like, is that... Like, I was listening to it, I was like, is this something Fringilla has said before? And I was like, I don't know. I don't know if that's her voice. But now it kind of makes me wonder. It's like, okay, is Ciri the white flame that they all worship? Or is she some sort of, like, demon to the white flame? And Nilfgaard is trying to destroy her because of it? I don't know. That could be really interesting, though. That could be really interesting. But we'll have to see. Hopefully some of these answers are, some of these questions are answered in the next episode, in the Season 1 finale. And also, hopefully, I don't know, like, I don't see everything, like, being resolved next episode. And I know that there's, another season on its way, so yeah, it'll be interesting to see, how much is done next episode. So, yeah. But that is pretty much it. Again, great episode, and I'm looking forward to the finale. So with all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. If you want to watch more of my Witcher reactions, you can click on the playlist, you can subscribe if you haven't done that already, and be sure you hit that notification bell. You can support me on Patreon and follow me on social media, links below in the description. See you guys later.